Hello parents, this is week 11. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm quickly going to go over, we are going to have week 12 on Monday, and then we are going to have a mock memory masters during our Christmas break, the first week in December, our first Monday in December. So if your child is interested, I really recommend, even if he's not interested or she not interested, let her come and see or try it, and they might realize that it's not as hard as it seems, or they might decide, no, this is not something I would like to do. But it is great that we have that this year so that we can have that. I find that a lot of kids have fear for memory masters, and it's more because of the unknown, and it's because we are such a young campus, so they don't really know what to expect. I am sending you information about memory masters. This would have saved me so much trouble if I read it ahead. Our director did send it in the beginning of last year, but I didn't go through it. And by the time it was memory masters, I realized that a lot of the things we were practicing the wrong way. Like, well, not a lot of things, but especially geography. And then for math, you also have to make sure that if your child is close to 10, that you know how it is supposed to be and what month do they have to be 10 in for the different ones. If you have any questions, please ask me after you read through the information. I think all of it will be answered in there, but if you have additional questions, please ask me so that you can just help calm them if they have nervous about it, they want to do it, but they are too scared. This will help them even to just get that idea of how it is done. We will do it exactly like we would for memory masters. I can't help with anything, so by the time they do memory masters, they need to know the information. I can come back later, and then when they're by the director, it just spot checked. So even though I will ask in order, like week 1, week 2, week 3, if they go to the director, it's going to just be a spot check. So they need to know, if I say, tell me about the other parts in our solar system, they need to immediately start with asteroids, meteorites, meteors, even if I ask it out of order. They just need to know that word work like it is. I've had a lot, increasingly, questions about the work, like explain this, why is this. That's not what foundations is about. Foundations, they just need the work. They are welcome if they want to go further at home and study it, they can, but for me, I just teach tools, and when they are home, and for memory masters, they just know the work. Some of them, like the geography, if they learn well with CC Happy Mom's song, they can do that. But if I ask the memory masters, they can't sing the song for me. I am going to ask them, where is Siberia? And they need to show me where's Siberia. I'm not going to ask where's Eastern Europe. I'm going to ask where's Siberia, or I'm going to point to Moscow, and they need to say that is Moscow. So think about those things, and they will see when we do our mock memory masters in a week's time. It will be helpful for you, but ask questions, please, so we are all prepared for memory masters. Same thing in class. Remind your student, if you can't be in class, I cannot explain the stuff. First of all, I don't have the time. We have 30 minutes for all of this that I have to go through, and we are shooting for 8 times through each of the subjects. I don't have the time, and a lot of it, the kids are smarter than me, so I don't know the answer most of the time. It's not even my thing to go look it up. It is great for them, if they are curious about it, to look it up or ask you about it, so you can do it together. But in class, we just focus on what is required of them, and honestly, it helps them to just have that foundation first. That is what essentials, and then challenges for them to dig deeper. But for foundations, they need to get that memory work in first before they explore further. So I'll start with history. It's tell me about the French Revolution. And we did in 1789 with Memory Masters 2, dates. Make sure they know the dates. Make sure they know what dates go with what question. So for French Revolution, I remember it's the numbers that follows each other. It's 1789, so 789. In 1789, during the French, this is what we showed for French before, this is the French sign language. During the French Revolution began when citizens stormed the Bastille. Bastille is a jail, and fought for the Declaration of the Rights of Man. I am a man, so the rights of man. Later, during the Reign of Terror, aristocrats' heads were removed by the guillotine. Listen to the song, sing it with the song. They can do it with motions, without motions. They just need to know all of that information. I cannot help them. If whatever's helpful for them, if they are just a talker or if they are better with singing, however, as long as I get all that information in there. I don't want more, I don't want less, I just want that. Science, what are some other parts or other bodies in our solar system? We used the song London Bridge is falling down, falling down. Other bodies in our solar system are asteroids, meteors and meteorites, meteoroids and comets. So asteroids are all planets. So asteroids, we're making a planet. Meteor, these are all M's. Meteors, meteorites, like I am right, meteorites, and meteoroids, like asteroids, meteoroids, and then comets. Comets has a tail. That's why we show the tail. Indefinite pronouns for English. This is a lot. And I said, remember, with the indefinite pronouns, there's a lot of A's. So 6 words that begins with an A, 1 with a B, and 2 with an E. That's how I remember. So I know I need to say 6 with an A. Because with Memory Masters, they are going to rush off that, and then they're going to be like, is that all? And then they're not going to remember which one. So let them do the motions with, so they can remember. So indefinite pronouns is all. I'm including all. But here's another. So all, another. Now is all the any's. The last 4 A's are all any's. So any, anyone, anybody. This is a body. Anything. This is a thing. So any, anyone, anybody, anything. Then the B is both. The 2 E's are each, either. So all is another. Any, anybody, anything, anyone. Both, each, either. And then for cubes, it is, here's another one with the math. Make sure with your math when your kid is turning 10 and what the requirements are for math. For the cubes, it doesn't matter if they are any age, they can sing the cubes and the squares. So for the cubes this week, I wrote all the numbers on popsicle sticks, and you can do this at home. You can let them arrange it in order and then sing it as they look at the different ones. Or say it as they look at the different ones. Please, with math, sing those songs. It's so important. We had it around, so each one had a different one, and so you would say whatever one you have, and then we moved on. So each one moved one to the right, and so you would have a different number, and we would still start with 1/827, and then the kids could look at it, turn it around, however they were comfortable. By the 10th time, most of us knew our cubes. So try different ways, but listen to those songs. Let them know the song first before they do that. Even if they calculate in their head, that's fine, but let them know the songs. Time management is very important. Memory masters, they are going to have to move fast. So it's better if they know those songs. And even the songs is going to help them by the time they have to go. 2 by 2 is 4, 2 by 3 is, and they're like, oh, I don't know, but I can sing 2, 4, 6, so 6. They can write it, they can sing it, say it, but let them listen to those songs in the beginning. In between, just keep on listening to those songs. I see in when we do review game that there are a lot of kids that tries to compete, figure it out in their mind. Let them listen to the songs. Let them know the song first. Okay, and then for first conjugation endings, this is our last Latin first conjugation endings, and we'll repeat in week 12, and then we'll start over with week 1. Same thing, songs. Listen to the songs. So for this week is future perfect tense, and it's on the tune of Happy Birthday to You. So think about, in the future, something perfect is having a birthday every year. So, ero, eris, erit, erimus, eritus, errant. First conjugation, future perfect tense. Let them sing the song. Listen to the pronunciations. And that is it for week 11. I will see you soon for week 12. Bye.